Hello everyone, welcome to Bryce Talk Show, episode 10. So, sit back and relax and listen to this little video. First, thank you for 315 subscribers, and thanks to those who still continue to watch and listen to this stuff. If you enjoyed what you're seeing, then be sure to subscribe and share this video too. That always does the trick. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about a few things, go over the year a little bit, and talk about other things that happened. So, without further ado, let's get this started. So let's first talk about, I took my computer from the Geek Squad. I told you I was going to do that in the last episode. I did that last weekend, and it's back to speed, back to its former self, and it's back to running smooth. So it's been running perfect since then. I mean, it had a wiping of data and everything, all that stuff, so it still works perfect without any problems. And so at least that's all fixed up, and we got it the same time as we took it in last weekend, so that was a perfect. Now, let's also talk about something else. Now, it's kind of crazy to think it's already December already. December 6th as I'm recording this. Now, interesting to see how fast the year has gone. Now, at the beginning of the year, I was down in Punta Gorda, Florida, which is where I will be this year till the 30th, though, not till January 2nd like last year. And we'll leave Columbus on the 23rd, which means also I'll do an early Christmas at Grandma's, which that'll be a good vlog too. And who knows if I'll do vlogs down there, but I'll definitely want to do the slideshow when I get back home. I'm definitely going to do the slideshow like I did when I did the Florida slideshow for November 8th and 13th, 12th trip, which was a pretty good slideshow too. If you haven't watched that, you might as well take a look at it. It was pretty fun to make, and it was awful fun. But I'll definitely vlog a little bit, especially when I'm Christmas, at Grandma's, and see if we get some good video. And we'll see what we got, if we can get anything down there too, but definitely so. But yes, I came back here. Did a couple videos. I actually hit 2 milestones for YouTube this year. The first one was 200 subscribers, and the other one was 300, which is what I'm at right now. So, thank you to all who have done that. Technically, during the summertime, I hit 200 some point around the summer, and as the end of summer into fall, I hit 300. Which is a good thing, though, and I did a couple videos, and also the year. Let's talk about the year a little bit too. It's been a little better than last year. I've been able to go out, do things more. My last year of school, I was able this year, because I was in the post-secondary program. I was able to at least go in person, and it wasn't too bad. And of course, progress of COVID and, all this stuff, it was starting to, efforts were being made, especially in May and June, it looked like stuff was starting to open up. And then, you did have Delta that came in this summer, but occasionally that was still pretty well good for a year. Now, obviously, with some problems still rising, I think things would have been, better without all that other stuff. But back around Memorial Day weekend, Grandma, me, and I sent a mask up in the helium balloons. I sent this mask up in the bunch of masks in the balloon, because the masks restrictions have been kind of going down a little bit, and of course I still wear them, but I thought it'd be a good idea, because we all hate those stupid things, just because, especially if you wear them for a long time. And I sent a couple masks up there with the song "Take This Mask and Shove It," a parody of "Take This Job and Shove It." But "Take This Mask and Shove It" was from Steve Stewart, who also did a parody of Margaritaville and actually called it Coronaville, and all these sort of other parodies. So anyway, I sent these balloons up in the mask, and if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it yet. But it was quite rainy, but at least the balloons were able to go up pretty fine without the rain taking it down. I remember in the video I said, "Bye, Felicia," and I let the thing go, and the mask and everything just went flying up in the sky. There goes the mask. And then the song, "Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more." And all that stuff was playing. And that was a fun video. It had a lot, like right now, it has 832 views for YouTube. And like 7 or some likes on her. But the video, however, did, turn out to be a fun little thing to make. And I've also done other things like bowling and also watching baseball. Like I went over to Columbus Clippers from July 24th. Went over to watch that game. And also when when my parents went over to Tennessee around the end of July, I stayed at Grandma's that week, which was great because I didn't have to deal with them all day because they're all kind of loony. But I did do a lot, especially bowling, swimming, and doing all kinds of stuff. Now, I also got a little bowling set this year too, which is like a little thing for the house, which I did make a few videos on. And yeah. And I also hit 300 subscribers again, probably by the end of the summer. And I hit that, so it was kind of around close to end, maybe. I don't know when the last time I hit 300, but I hit 200 maybe sometime around beginning of June. I'm like, whoa. That went pretty, and the 200 subscriber range went fast pretty quick, because I ended up getting 300 really fast, so that was kind of good. And also this year was also good. And also, I done doing the beach ball in the pool, this little beach ball with the hose, and it was cool because it was, it's got this little hose on there. We got this, and this ball has a hose there, and the water spits out, the beach ball spits out water with those hose, and you got a bunch of holes in there, so the water all goes out. And thought, might be good to put out in the pool, maybe. And so we put it out in the pool, and all the water goes out and goes into the pool and everywhere, makes a bunch of puddles, and it was kind of cool, actually. And all this water goes flooding out. And sports this year, we'll watch Tampa beat Kansas City on the Super Bowl this year, which I talked about before. This year when I watched that, and then Tom Brady was still with the Buccaneers, and then I heard about he switched over to the Patriots. So, and also this year I got the MXR talk box. I've watched a lot of videos with the talk box, and I obviously know songs that have used instruments like the talk box, and so I found the one MXR, one of the ones a lot of people do make talk boxes, but I got the MXR talk box, and I have it set on this Casio keyboard, although it's not a really good keyboard for the talk box, this type of one I have, because the synthesizer is very loud. After you play, you can kind of hear a little effect after you release your hand off the notes. It's a tad reverb, but it makes a difference too, especially if you play especially if you have the volume up loud. I mean, it's good to have it loud, but not with that type of synthesizer. And you really can't use that much reverb at all, really, with talkbox, really without no sound after you play a note. After there shouldn't be an echo or a reverb, any kind of effect, because it will make it sound, kind of messed up at times. But so I kind of got that, messed around with it, and I thought it was kind of cool because I did a couple videos with it, with the talk box, and I did the videos with the talk box, and also on TikTok I did a couple covers, and also I did a couple covers for YouTube too. Sometimes I'd put them both. Like I did the cover of "Why You Always Lying," the Nicholas Fraser "Why You Always Lying," which that meme is pretty much dead, but kind of funny to relive on. But and also "Hail to the Now Bishop Bullwinkle," which I haven't put on this channel yet, but I did mess with that and some other stuff. But yeah, the talk box is a pretty nice little instrument, because you got all this stuff here, and it's got all these cool things with the tube and everything, and but yeah, and this year's kind of better because we actually also went to festivals at some point. I told you I went to Sweet Corn in September, and also Circleville in October, and go out and hang out and do all sorts of fun stuff since then. So but even though you got COVID going on, you got this crazy new variant going on, Omicron they call it. It's still kind of crazy with that, but it still could be way better than what last year was. In fact, yeah, a lot better. Because you didn't have all this stuff. You still have, well, of course you still have COVID in the lines, but nothing else crazy like that. Well, so that's, and also, of course, when I did travel to Florida in November, which was, a nice thing to do. And I've also been archiving more radio recently with my recorder by plugging my radio into my recorder internally to the radio with the headphone jack, which is better than just putting it near the radio. So, yeah, that's a little summary about this. A little ups and downs, and Halloween night, Halloween time. Let's see, I did go bowling, mom and dad and I went bowling on the 28th on October. And then on Halloween night, I also played the playlist. I did a Halloween playlist on my FM transmitter, but I also played Halloween radio on iHeartRadio too. With my FM transmitter. Good station too, by the way. So yeah. And yeah, that's a little bit about this year on my case. And also before I get out of here, I'm gonna tell you this funny story too. So this weekend I did my little UFO toys, and I took the big one that I have, and it was flying around the tree in Grandma's house, and it knocked some stuff off the tree, like the berries, the frosty got knocked down, and some other stuff knocked down. Because the big one has a lot of wind power on it, so it blows a lot of air. And so all this stuff falls off the tree. And then after I was done doing the UFO, the rest of the stuff falls off the tree, and I was just sitting on the couch, and you could hear it go thump, because all this stuff was falling off the tree. And Sunday, I have a black ball that I won at Rule 3 a couple of years ago. I know I still have it. And so Dad and I were bouncing it downstairs. And it was going everywhere. We'd catch the ball. It would hit the Christmas tree on top of the tree, knocked some green stuff on the carpet, and it also knocked Frosty down again, and everything else came off the tree. Oops. But we just catch the ball and bounce it everywhere. And at the last point when I was done, I threw it upstairs. It ended up going upstairs and hitting the banister and knocking stuff off the tree, and then hit one of my cousin's presents that was on the tree. Oops. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. So who could have thought that would happen? And you could hear Grandma, "Stop doing it! Stop doing it! You gotta mess up my house!" And you could hear her screaming. And It was quite crazy. Papa was here, he would throw a fit. Good thing he went out of town. Otherwise, he would have had a hissy fit too. And he would have got all mad about it too. So, yeah, it was crazy. Well, if you this is about what it is for this video. Now, if you enjoyed, please do subscribe, share, and like this video. And stay tuned for more videos coming. And maybe a vlog or two or a slideshow, who knows, in the next couple weeks. But we'll just have to see. And thank you for 315 subscribers again.